A festival in Hungary has travelled back in time by reenacting the period when nomads roamed the region. The event included horseback riding, stunts, archery and traditional costumes. Our next report brings you more.
Thousands of traditionalists gathered in Hungary to celebrate ancient nomadic culture. They beat their drums, dress in traditional costumes and stay in ancestral tents called yurts at a 3-day biennial festival called Kurultaj, the Asiatic nomadic term for great tribal meeting. Attractions at this festival include traditional fighting techniques on horseback like archery, javelin throwing and local favourite whip cracking. But what do Hungarians living in the heart of Europe have in common with Turkic tribes? Some historians and many Hungarians themselves believe that their ancestors rode in with the Asiatic hordes in the 10th century before later settling in Hungary. Warriors in period costume and equipment reenact this migration of the tribes from their ancestral homeland around the Ural Mountains to the west more than 1,000 years ago. Organizers call Kurultaj one of Europe's biggest traditional events, celebrating the preservation of the ancient traditions of the nomadic past.
I also live my everyday life as a traditionalist, and so over the years I have come to realize that my life is about honoring my ancestors. I want to show that I love them. That's where I found the right way of life. Respect for our tradition is important because I believe that a nation can only survive if it respects its traditions, respects its ancestors.
The Kurultaj Festival, which is free for visitors and receives financial support from the government, mirrors the stand of the anti-modernist conservative policy of Hungary's right-wing government. It supports the view that the country is not part of the European civilization, but belongs to the group of nations of the Eurasian steppe.
I believe that we Hungarians are very special people, and I say this not because I think we are more than others, but you only have to look around Central Europe to see who we are surrounded by. What kind of nations are here? There is a large Slavic bloc around us and the nations of the West, who are to some extent part of the German Roman cultural circle. But the Hungarians are completely different. We came from the East.
There are people from all walks of life who are touched by this. These costumes, these horses, they attract the eye and so it reaches our souls more easily. I understand that for myself. I experience a lot of time travel here.
This year is the 7th edition of the Kurultaj Festival in Bugac, central Hungary. The event hosted guests from 27 nations from Central Asia, Anatolia, the Caucasus and the Balkans, including Turkey, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Bulgaria and Mongolia. Bureau Report, WION World is One.